Hello traders, this is Alla on May 2nd, 2018. It's my joy and pleasure being with you here today for Fibonacci Trading Webinar. In this webinar, I will introduce Proprietary Fibonacci Method and I will show you multiple examples of how you can benefit from Fibonacci in your trading. No matter if it's day trading, no matter if it's position trading, no matter if it's option trading. First, let's remember, everything I do to educate you about Fibonacci, and all the questions you will have about various instruments will not be financial advice. It will be simply application of Fibonacci and Fibonacci strategies that you can learn and apply to your own instruments. So, in this webinar, we will review what Fibonacci all about. We will address how you can benefit from Fibonacci in the markets. We will take a look at Fibonacci Trading Institute Proprietary Fibonacci Method. We will review what separates Fibonacci from indicators. I will share with you about Fibonacci Trading Institute and will answer about multiple instruments you can ask me about, as well as I will share with you, if you will decide to join us in Fibonacci Mastery course, how you can join us in the classes. So, let's start, shall we? Every single thing you will witness throughout the webinar, you can apply to any time frame, any instrument, any platform, anything you will choose to trade. Today was extremely exciting day in the room, as today we witnessed oil news and FOMC in live markets, and everything that played out in the trading room had been identified far in advance. Here's a couple of examples. This was chart on oil. Oil came out with horrific bearish news. Oil was at key trend inception levels. This was oil news release, extremely bearish. Oil was at trend inception. This is what oil done, as we discussed and identified well before the news. No matter what the news is, Fibonacci reversal zone is present. Your bias is bullish. At support, at trend inception, bias always bullish, and as expected, oil reached this Fibonacci resistance and struggled immensely. However, oil rallied 110 ticks despite extremely bearish news. And this is what I recognized extremely clearly in 2008. When markets started crashing into oblivion, I recognized very clearly that if trading on the news and indicators made any sense, everyone on the planet would be Bill Gates. I recognized very clearly that the only thing that works in the markets is Fibonacci, as Chesapeake Energy, that had stunning fundamentals, was collapsing in oblivion for one reason only. Fibonacci reversal zone was reached. Stunning earnings, stunning fundamentals did not mean a thing. Chesapeake Energy collapsed from 70 all the way to less than $4 per share. And that's the exact same thing we witnessed this morning on oil. No matter how horrific the news was on oil, bullish rally was expected, as reversal zone was in a play. If horrific news on oil was at reversal zone, we would have expected sell-off. However, oil was at key support. And that's what price does every time. No matter what instrument, no matter what time frame, no matter if it's futures, no matter if it's stocks, options, forex or ETFs. Exact same formula applies. This is what happened in the last few minutes in the market. This is tick chart traders. 1500 tick chart. This is where S&P sold off from. And if this level looks familiar, this is what you master in the course as your key target. And just to remind you, if you were in the trading room in 2016, this was your investment decision. Ultimate support, famous 1800 number, was respected. As S&P skyrocketed from this support until 2800, as expected, 2 years later. Identical formula. The only difference? This is your investment decisions. This is positions you hold for years to come. This is your day trading decisions that you also see in a day trading room every single day. And this is what was in a play this morning on S&P. Fibonacci levels identified since mid-April were in a play on charts from 1 minute and higher, all recorded on live video. Bias at ultimate support was bullish since yesterday. Bias at ultimate resistance was bearish. All the same formula, each and every time, no matter what you trade. Only Fibonacci can give you these levels, days, weeks, hours, minutes in advance. No indicator on the planet will do that. And this is what you're witnessing in a trading room every day. No matter what chart you trade, no matter if it's 5, no matter if it's 6, no matter if it's 7, 11, resistance reached, bias is bearish. Trend inception reversal zone is reached, bias is bullish. As had been on May 1st, as had been this morning, from here to here. Time and time again, exact same strategy, exact same formula. I developed in 2008 and been teaching to traders from beginner to hedge fund trader since 2011. Traders who trading any instruments they will choose on any account size, traders from beginner to hedge fund manager, trading the method in US and globally. So, what is Fibonacci? Fibonacci golden ratio had been discovered by Leonardo Pisano in 13th century. This special mathematical sequence creates repetitive spirals and triangles which are also present in nature. These exact same patterns are present in financial markets. These exact same patterns play out on any instrument, any time frame, any platform you will choose to trade. So, here's a couple of examples from the markets recently. So if you remember on monthly chart, this was key support, famous 1800 number. That spelled out this support respected, price will head back up, higher up. 1800 number on monthly is key trend inception on weekly. 1800 bullish rally respected but struggled at decision point 2. As you can see, price struggled at this ultimate resistance for many months, but also had shown very clearly 2300 is next. And that's what played out on S&P in the trading room, on the charts that had been present in the trading room for years. 1800 respected, 2200 market had taken a pause, reached decision point 2 and skyrocketed to reversal zone. No surprise whatsoever why we're seeing selling pressure. None. No surprise whatsoever why market dancing in bullish correction at this ultimate support. This is what you're witnessing in a trading room every day. You don't need to wait for days, weeks, months, and years to see the accuracy of the method you can apply to your own investment decisions and position trading. Identical formula applies on 1-minute chart. Exactly the same, no matter what you trade. Here is a very powerful reminder. Here's a quiz for the room. This is S&P hourly chart. Let's ask everyone the same question. Does it matter what chart you trade or not? The answer is, you master this, you can trade anything you will choose to trade, because price action patterns remains the same. So here's a question. What instrument is this? Pretty please do tell me. Anyone wants to take a guess? No one knows what this is. It does not matter. The only thing that's in common between every single instrument, they all have identical patterns. They all have exact same price. If you found strategies that work, it should work on any instrument, any time frame, any platform. The only difference, liquidity, volatility, and risk management. The only difference, are you holding position 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, or 5 years? Anyone wants to take a guess? What instrument is this? No one knows. But every single person here knows. This is price. This is the common denominator. This is Apple traders. Identical formula as S&P. And this is exact same dance Apple had done as S&P had done on 1-minute chart this morning. Do you remember this? Chart present in the room for years. Did you know what to do with your position on Apple? When Apple's sitting in this channel between this key support and this key resistance? This was also Apple in 2015 when it came out with the worst earnings in 13 years. Famous 91 level on Apple. Do you remember that? Horrific earnings did not mean a thing. Fibonacci support respected, as I posted everywhere. Bullish bounce until 106 and 111 again. And this is where Apple is now, at 181. No surprise whatsoever. Identical formula, identical strategy as on day trading charts every day in our trading room. And if I would ask you about this chart, would you be able to tell me what this is? Let's take a guess. Anyone wants to take a guess? What in the world is this? Would you like to try? Anyone? Anyone wants to take a guess? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Euro. Everyone remembers where euro sitting at very, very pretty, but first where it collapsed from? Chart from 2014. Identical formula as you saw on S&P. 1 minute chart. The only difference, this is your day trading decisions and this is your investment decisions. Euro collapsed from reversal zone at 3902, ultimate Fibonacci support at famous 105 number. Exact same place where Apple skyrocketed from yesterday after earnings. Every single instrument has one thing in common. They all have exact same price action, exact same Fibonacci patterns. You master these patterns, you understand Fibonacci. All you have to do is identify what's appropriate for you. Is it day trading? Is it 1 minute chart? Is it tick chart? Or is this your investment decisions? I'm extremely bearish on the markets. As I said before market collapsed, as posted on social media and posted everywhere, when I exited my long-term positions that I'm using my own method. What is holding off this sell-off? This support. You know how to trade Fibonacci. You don't need to be in front of the screen every day. You can use every single thing you learn in the course for your long-term investment decisions. Fibonacci reversal zone is reached, market will collapse 80+% of the time. Why in the world would I want to be long the markets? I would like to sleep well at night. I don't care about extra dollar. I care about much more important things in life. Because chances that S&P will crash and burn through this support extremely high. Everything that's happening inside is meaningless, is corrective fluff. As S&P has exact same potential to do as Euro had done. Just to remind you, Euro at 3900 in 2014. This is S&P now. Choice is yours, what you want to do with your position. Once you master the strategy, all you have to remember, Fibonacci reversal zone reached, monitor for reversal. Chances of market remaining without collapse, very, very slim. Chances of price skyrocketing if rules are met, very, very high. This is what S&P had done, and this is what Tesla had done. No surprise. Tesla collapsed from reversal zone. Many points. Where's Tesla struggling? Between these two channels. All present in the room for years. And that makes a world of difference. If you're a stock trader, if you're a S&P trader, if you're an Apple trader. If you want to trade 1 minute, 15 minute tick chart, range charts, ETF, all have exact same sequence. This is what market is formed by, these Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci sequence starts from 0. 0 and 1 create 1, 1 and 2, each subsequent number starts Fibonacci spiral, which is called golden ratio, which is what creates spiral in everything that surrounds us. Not just oil, where bullish rally came from. Do you remember this reversal zone on oil? Did you take a long position on oil? Here's a reminder. This is a chart that's present in the room since 2011. Oil collapsed to reversal zone in 2016. Do you remember this? This is what oil done now. This is oil in summer 2016. And this is oil now. No surprise. Identical formula applies to anything you will choose to trade. Identical sequence that starts with this. Market is Fibonacci puzzle, as you will see throughout the webinar. I will show you something extremely exciting that holding the pole extremely high for all of us here. Price action and Fibonacci form repetitive patterns, which can be capitalized upon in any market for trade entries and trade targets. Fibonacci method can be traded in both day trading and investment positions, as well as on stocks, futures, forex, ETFs, and options. Students and graduates trading the instruments I've never heard of on platforms I've never heard of. However, again, price action remains the same, as S&P crashing into oblivion. No surprise whatsoever, none. Selling pressure coming from this area on daily. Do you remember this? Selling pressure from 2716? This is a chart that's been present in the trading room since last year. Do you remember how much S&P collapsed from on that famous January 25th? That's a reversal zone. No surprise. Just to remind you, where S&P is now on weekly. Institutional bias is bearish traders. The only thing that's holding this sell-off is this support. This is the reason hedge fund managers taking the course. This is a chart I use when I work with institutions and fund managers. They're holding positions for long term, not short term. Identical formula on daily, identical formula on Tesla, identical formula on Euro, as we will continue reviewing when I will answer your questions later on. Indicators are wishful thinking, period. Every single indicator on the planet is delayed. No indicator on the planet will give you targets on day trading minute charts, minutes and hours in advance, on long-term position chart, days, weeks, months and years in advance. Only Fibonacci can do this. If indicators worked, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. Trading is not easy. There is one common denominator in everything in this life. Knowledge is power. You want to become an accomplished trader, you go to what every single indicator on the planet developed after. You start with this pure price. Never ever random, never ever speculative. Keeps repeating exact same patterns time and time again. And that's the key, as you will see next. This is what played out in a trading room as recorded on live video. This is where S&P collapsed from. This is 5-minute chart. This is a chart can be converted to any chart. 1 minute, anything you will choose to trade. Everyone seeing this? It's a reversal zone, ladies and gentlemen. No ifs or buts about it. Clear on that? S&P collapsed from reversal zone just like Euro, just like Tesla. Everyone seeing this? Are you surprised? Should not be. Fibonacci said so. This is what price does each and every time. This is exactly the reason I named this proprietary Fibonacci zone reversal zone. Expect reversal. Identical formula applies. No indicator on the planet can do that. Only Fibonacci can. Fibonacci is not another indicator. If you take a look on any chart you choose to trade, Fibonacci is not placed under indicators. Fibonacci placed under tools. Knowing how to use Fibonacci, you must know the rules. You can't plot Fibonacci randomly into the chart. And that's what I recognized very, very clearly when I went to work in 2008 studying the markets, seeing very, very clearly that price forming exact same patterns on any instrument, any time frame, any platform, that market formed by Fibonacci sequence. The most efficient and most profitable market entries occur at trend inception. Power of the method lies in Fibonacci trading strategies with the application of proprietary Fibonacci tool that identifies key market patterns to trade at trend inception. Here's again reminder on oil during oil news today. Bearish news doesn't mean a thing. Trend reversal is reached. Take a look. Present in the room for weeks. Who cares about bearish news? Are you trading 3-minute chart? Your bias is bullish. Take a look. All recorded on live video. All will be posted on YouTube. Are you trading 5-minute chart? Why not? Bias firmly bullish. What is an obstacle? First resistance and then second. Present in the room for weeks. Applies to all small day trading charts. Starting from tick, minute and range. Doesn't matter to me what you want to trade. Identical formula applies. As at market close, 1-minute chart sitting at this support. Spelled out weeks in advance. As Fibonacci will do time and time again, reminding you it is the only natural predictive formula that present in everything that surrounds us, on any chart, any instrument, any platform you will choose to trade. So, in 2008, I was holding this stock. As I reminded you, Chesapeake Energy. Reversal zone in a play. All the commentators, all the fundamental analysts say, hold this stock. I'm very, very happy I got out when stock collapsed only about 20%. I recognized very, very clearly that price forming patterns that will override any news events, any fundamentals. I recognized very, very clearly that if trading on fundamentals and news worked, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. Since 2011, I worked with traders from beginner to hedge fund trader who trading the method in US and globally on any instrument, any platform and any time frame. This is the core of the method. Pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits using this proprietary Fibonacci tool and strategies. No software, no indicators of any kind. This is rule-based method that you will trade with discipline, entering trade using price action and exiting trade using proprietary Fibonacci levels on any instrument. And here's a basic principle what method based on. This is what I realized very, very clearly in 2008. And this is what I teach in class 1, day 1. Major trend consists of 5 wave patterns. Knowledgeable trader monitors for trade at trend inception. Do you remember where S&P was yesterday? Anyone? Do you remember this? Trend inception? Bullish rally had started here. Everyone seeing this? This is where S&P was this morning. Not the place to short near yesterday morning. Ultimate trend inception yesterday. Ultimate start of wave 1. This is for a knowledgeable trader monitoring for point of entry. This is exact same place where gold started collapsing from recently. Ultimate resistance. This is your investment decisions. Price came to this level, which is key target on your trade, and collapsed. Exact same way as S&P 1500 tick chart had done. What is the difference? This takes minutes, this takes weeks and months. Your investments. Do you want to trade this? Why not? Using exact same formula. Trend inception is a key. Trading against the trend utilizing wave 2 is not an option. If you start trading against the trend, your success rate will drop significantly. Knowledgeable trader does not touch the market when market encounter trend wave 2. Knowledgeable trader monitoring for point of entry at wave 3. Knowledgeable trader understands extremely well that the worst points of entry are wave 2 and wave 4. And the very last one, to never ever 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 break the rule and acquire position at reversal zone. No matter how spectacular the news is, word reversal zone means price will reverse. Do you remember this on Amazon? Amazon came out with spectacular news when it was at 367. Why in the world did it collapse? Do you remember? Fibonacci said so. Reversal zone is reached. Do not enter into. Monitor for reversal. Do you remember a very hip stock that young fund managers I worked with were determined to hold through the earnings? Earnings were spectacular. However, fabulous fitness gadget collapsed as expected because Fibonacci said so. Because Fibonacci reversal zone is reached. And just to remind you once again, where market is now on all the indexes across the board. Exact same place as on FIT, as on Amazon. Exact same place where it was on Netflix when again it came out with fantastic earnings. Trading on the news does not work. Trading on indicators does not work. Trading on Fibonacci with strict set of rules does. And that's a pattern price repeating time and time again, no matter what you trade. And this is what gives you ultimate points of entry. This is a chart of Nasdaq. This is exact same price action pattern that you would find on Google, that you would find on Chesapeake Energy, that you would find on oil, on any instrument you will choose to trade. Google. 1171. Excellent earnings. Did not mean a thing. Google collapsed $72 per share. And that's what price does every time, traders. It's not about day trading. It's about your investment decisions. Multiple traders, multiple graduates of the course, trading both. Day trade and using exact same strategy for investments. Pure price would give you ultimate trade entry. Fibonacci what will give you ultimate trade exit. No software, no indicators of any kind. Method applies to any market, any time frame you will choose to trade. If God forbid you're blocking your vision with indicators, there is a very high chance that you're acquiring very unhealthy habits. There is a very high chance that you're relying on something other than yourself, when in fact, the only thing is common in life. Knowledge is power. So why rely on something that indicators develop? Why not go to the source, price, what indicators based on? You found indicators that works, it's 1 in a million. Every single indicator on the planet is delayed, period. So, trade with clarity, no unnecessary variables, efficient decision making, uninhibited view of the markets, allowing you to focus on the market itself without conflicting signals, trading with clear mindset, clean and logical way to analyze the markets. This is absolutely the key, pure price. Don't block your vision, ever. If you've studied this after this webinar, you will see very, very clearly price repeating exact same pattern, no matter what you look at. No matter if it's hourly, no matter if it's weekly, no matter if it's monthly, no matter what it is, it's all the same. So the one thing you will take from this webinar, it's very crucial reminder, remove everything from your chart and start paying attention to price action patterns. If you can do this, maybe years later you will develop your own method. And that's what I was privileged to do in 2008, studying price and studying Fibonacci. Fibonacci is the highly accurate predictive mathematical sequence that identifies profit targets on any time frame, which is essential in day trading and long-term investment exits. Only Fibonacci can identify exits far in advance of current price. Fibonacci retracement levels are key to Proprietary Fibonacci Method. So, this is Valiant. If you know anything about Valiant, you are a knowledgeable investor. You are knowledgeable about world of finance, as Valiant taken the world by storm. When top hedge funds in US were investing in Valiant, when I announced at hedge fund convention and posted on social media, LinkedIn, everywhere, the chances of Valiant crash extremely high, because Fibonacci reversal zone said so. Valiant collapsed 86% since that announcement, as every single chart does, reverses from reversal zone. No surprise whatsoever, none. Every single time, every single day. This is long-term chart, and this is day trading chart. Identical Fibonacci tool, identical accuracy. What you will choose to trade, what account size you trade, absolutely only you know, and varies between you and person next to you. So, if you will Google Renaissance Technologies Fund, never cease to amaze me when I attend hedge fund convention that this is #1 topic of conversation. Who is James Simmons? One of the top hedge funds on the planet based on Fibonacci. From 2001 through 2013, the fund's worst year was 21% gain after subtracting fees. Before the fees, it was 28%. Medallion reaped 98.2% gain in 2008 when S&P Poor Index lost 38%. So, James Simmons, mathematician, founded the fund more than 30 years ago. He is my hero. He knows extremely well that market is Fibonacci puzzle. Using anything else is afterthought. So, Renaissance Fund is extremely secretive, was not 20-30 years ago. But the only thing that everyone knows, it's based on Fibonacci. And that's the core of the method. Every single thing you witness throughout webinar, completely proprietary. Every single thing based on Fibonacci. This is the reason hedge fund managers taking the course since 2011. Day traders, position traders, option traders using the method from small accounts to institutional level accounts. I will guide you through the website where you can listen to the graduates of the course were recently complete beginner traders sharing what he trades. You learn proprietary Fibonacci strategies with entry, stops, and targets. You learn how to identify target, support, and resistance levels in advance for day trading or investment positions. You can use proprietary Fibonacci tool on any instrument you will choose to trade. I never came across a platform where you cannot install this tool on. What you do have to know is rules, how to install, and what the levels are. One of the biggest compliments I've ever received is Fibonacci Mastery course is a detox course. It shows you very, very clearly that using indicators is simply wishful thinking. It shows you very, very clearly that you can trade indicator free with independent thinking, with confidence, with clarity and freedom. Because if beginners traders can, what is stopping you? If you come to the website, under Learn, you can see the information about the course. But my favorite part of the website is what graduates of the course have to say. So if you listen to Pablo, complete beginner trader, when he came to the course, he never pushed the button on the computer. He had no idea anything about trading, what he accomplishes today, a year later. At the same time, you can listen to hedge fund manager in Switzerland who is trading Forex. Or you can listen to beautiful Carol who was sending me a text message today after market close, how she shorted the market. Or you can listen to Sam who is using method via options in Syria. Or Joseph, hedge fund manager in Alabama. Every single trader, different story. Every single trader, different account, different instrument, different time frame. Taking exact same course. Learning basic strategies. And after you take the course, you can certainly sign up for boot camps and more advanced strategies if you choose to learn more. All classes are live, group classes 8 weeks, private mentoring 16. Currently private mentoring waiting list only. If you sign up for the group course, you are on priority for private mentoring. I highly encourage you, pretty please review everything on the website, under Learn, and watch videos from our trading room that show you accuracy of the method in live markets, going back years. And if you ever would like to contact me, never hesitate to 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. If you would like more information on the website, you can learn more about the method under About Us. You can see students and their pictures under testimonies as I traveling the world meeting students from US to Middle East to Florida to Europe all the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, I look forward answering them for you. About any instrument, any platform that's appropriate for you. So here's a couple of questions in the room. Here's IGV. This is the end of the minor trend on IGV. Knowledgeable trader knows extremely well why in the world he would never ever ever enter anywhere near this resistance. So IGV currently in worthless bullish correction, Buyers extremely weak. What is a wise thing to do on IGV right now? Be on the sidelines. Trend in the middle of nowhere, doing absolutely nothing. We have 60% buyers, 40% sellers. Market taking a pause and been in massive correction this entire week. If price will find enough strength to crawl up higher up, your bias is bearish at Fibonacci resistance. Currently, market taking pause this entire week. Nothing exciting on IGV. And just to remind you, exact same sequence in a play, again currently on Ferrari. Identical strategy. Ferrari been in pain since February. However, knowledgeable trader knows extremely well this level is out. Ferrari will skyrocket 144 and 160 next. Knowing where to enter your position, you must know the rules. Entering anywhere near resistance, never an option. At resistance, bias bearish. At support, bias bullish. Next question about SPY weekly. So again, SPY structure is identical to S&P future. There is no reason to change the name. It's identical, it's twin. Identical chart. This is derivative of SPY. Identical structure, identical meaning on SPY, which is all option traders in the course using. Weekly SPY, twin image on S&P mini future. Market bias firmly bearish. This is a support that's holding this sell-off. Browse my blog going back all the way to January and listen to testimonies before the collapse. When I said my bias is bearish, we are at reversal zone. That's the reason I constantly remind you, price at reversal zone, it means expect reversal. Rules are met, take short. Do not enter into it. It will not work. And that's what price done. The only thing that's holding S&P mini future and SPY sell-off is this support, present in the room for years. Next question. Amazon today coming up. Excellent question about Amazon. Here's a reminder of power of Fibonacci. Bias on Amazon firmly bearish. Where is the selling pressure on Amazon coming from? From Fibonacci reversal zone. I have no idea what the latest news on Amazon is. It does not matter to me. The only thing that matters is Fibonacci. What is the key support to downside? This one. This support is out. Amazon will crash and burn to here. This is where a knowledgeable trader will be monitoring for reversal. End of minor trend, ultimate support. Bias on Amazon currently bearish on daily. Just to remind you, this is key support on Amazon, 1500 number. This is what happened on Apple. Identical structure, but first things are first. First support is here. Bias is bearish, short in a progress. Exact same formula on any instrument, any time frame. And that's what Amazon had done last time around. Taking a massive pause for 3 days at this support, testing your knowledge. No long points of entry, none. End of minor trend is broken. Amazon went into free fall. So pretty please, if you're coming to the trading room tomorrow, let's review Amazon. Always love to do that. Any other questions? Pound dollar coming up. If you remember what Euro had done on weekly in 2014, this is where sell-off coming. On pound daily. Pound daily, what in the world is it doing right now? Shall we take a look? Is it time to monitor for reversal? Is sell-off exhausted? Highly possible. Let's take a look. This is where pound dollar on daily. Pound dollar sitting at crucial Fibonacci support at the end of the minor trend. Knowing what to do with your position at this key support is very, very important. This support is out, pound dollar will go into free fall to 33.10. So, key moment on pound dollar is pound dollar testing you for knowledge of reversal again and again and again. This is where Apple reversed from. This is where Tesla reversed from. Right now on Tesla, this is key support and key resistance. Rules are met, take long. Rules are not met, pound will go into free fall as bearish trend will become major. So let's take a look on exact same formula on day trading chart on pound, shall we? On day trading chart on pound, pound in drastically different place. If you're using day trading chart, you're holding position for minutes and hours, not days, weeks and months. So on hourly chart, pound is actually at the exact same key Fibonacci support right now. So, giving you ultimate reminder, if you're a day trader, never ever ever short near market in massive bullish correction. Short into support will never work. Monitoring for reversal is a key. Buyers have absolutely no power, absolutely no meaning. It's meaningless. Corrective move. And that's what's in a play currently across all the markets you ask me about. And this is where Euro was in 2016. Do you remember Euro at 105? Do you remember how crucial this support was? This is where pound is now. And this is what's essential to respect. Do not ignore pound now. And remember, Euro rallied from 105 to here. Identical formula. All the way back up. So again, price skyrocketed on Euro from here to here, this reversal zone. Everyone seeing this? 125, ultimate Fibonacci resistance, ultimate reminder. Fibonacci reversal zone is reached, exit the position, monitor for reversal. Do not ever enter into this level. Identical formula, however, that's a bullish rally on Euro. No surprise. Agree? All the same formula. All you witnessing in day trading room every single day. So, key rules in the class. Group class, 8-week course, live classes every single day, modules only supplemental. Private mentoring 16 weeks includes all group classes. I work with you one-on-one every single week via Skype and screen sharing. Group class 3277, private mentoring 7977. Students from beginner to hedge fund manager taking the course. From retiree in Florida to fund manager in Switzerland, New York, Barcelona, Sydney, London, California, Africa, every single trader different story, Dallas, all the people I can think of on top of my head that I spoke with today. So, few more questions, BA and Google coming up. BA weekly. Sell-off in a progress. What a stunning, stunning structure. Did you short BA? Look at that. Once again, Fibonacci reversal zone is reached. Do not enter into reversal. Never ever forget that. Every single time, exact same story. This is the key moment on BA. BA breaks through this level. collapsing to 300. I don't need to apply Fibonacci levels. I can see it clearly. One more question on Google and we're out. If you ever would like to contact me after the webinar, simply review the information and call me or email me. If I cannot pick up the phone, I promise you, I will always return your phone call. Here comes Google. And here comes powerful reminder. Buying Google randomly will never work. Never does. Again, if it did, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. The only thing that works is Fibonacci. This is Google Weekly Traders. Reversal zone in a play. Google sold off. And that's what I share with you in the course. 10 years of work with Fibonacci. That's your shortcut to success. All you have to do, play by the rules. If complete beginner trader can do it, so can you. All you have to do, get rid of bad habits, get rid of indicators, and start mastering pure price. Day one. Day one, you learn the most important rule in your trading that will impact your trading forever. You learn what will make or break your trading career. Takes 5 minutes to show you. It is that simple. Then you learn 4 key rules for entry and apply Fibonacci levels. And then you must follow these rules and these levels, no matter what you trade. Key class this Friday. On Friday, we're looking on S&P, starting from hourly charts to weekly and monthly. As you can see very, very clearly, how you will forever benefit from method as long-term investor. Monthly, very important moment on S&P. This is what's holding the key to market crash. Present in the room for years. Exact same reversal zone as on Amazon, as on Google, as on Tesla, as on Euro, as on Pound, as on 1 minute chart. This is the key. It can happen in the class this month. We are at historical formations across the board that you see only every 5, 8 and 13 years. And again, identical formula you can witness in a play on 1 minute chart every day in a trading room. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a joy-filled afternoon. And if you would like to join us in the course, simply sign up on the website. But if you have any other questions, do not hesitate to contact me. All the information on the Contact Us page and on Education page, 925257 or info@fibinstitute.com. Thank you so much for your time. Look forward to hearing from you.